What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? So here, welcome to your members only review of Married at First Sight. I know we late. I'm gonna get us caught up as soon as possible. I apologize, but listen, my DVR has been tripping lately. I don't know if I have too much stuff in there or what, but for whatever reason, I put it in the DVR and it didn't tape. And then when I went back in to try to tape the episodes, it didn't tape the first episode. So I had to find the first episode so I could watch it and do the notes so I'll be ready. Now it has the rest of the episodes in my DVR, so I should be good. But let's just jump into it. So this is Married at First Sight. Now I have never seen the show before, so for me all of this stuff is new. But we are on season, hell, I don't know. It's like season 12 or something crazy. I don't know. But they've been doing this for a minute, okay? So we start off, we have 5 couples, okay? We have 5 couples. I'm just going to go through my notes for the first episode. So the first episode, we're introduced to the couples. We see the couples telling their family that they were paired up. Most of the families knew that they were going through this process because they go through a whole long process before they pair people up. I will say it seems like they put a lot of thought into these couples and they explain why they paired certain people up with certain people so that you would know why these people were paired up with who they were paired up with. But at the end of the day, I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out. And then at the end, we saw the ladies all met up together. We saw the men all met up together. They went to bridal fittings. They went to bachelor parties and all that. I can't go through every little situation. I'm gonna just go through these couples, tell you about these personalities, and tell y'all how I feel about some of these things. So, um, we have Brianna. Excuse me. We have Brianna and Vincent. Now, Brianna is an engineer. She's 28 and she is very stuck in her ways. Brianna is very, also seems to be very conservative, very much, she's black. Vincent's black. Um, but she seems to be very, like I said, very conservative, very stuck in her ways, very much, I went to school. I did all the right things. Now, very planned, like a list person, like a this. I do this, and I do this, and I do that. She's ready to get married, and she hasn't been unlucky in love and doing it on her own. And so she's looking. She's looking for that man. Vincent is 28. He is an auto broker. He deals in high-end luxury auto brokers, sort of like Rashid from Ready to Love. If you guys watch Ready to Love, sort of what Rashid does. Doesn't have a really good relationship with his family. And again, he's ready to settle down. He's ready for that next step. He's looking for a woman that's, goal oriented like him. He said his last relationship fell apart because his ex-girlfriend didn't like the fact that he was an entrepreneur and that he was broke. And I'm gonna say this to you ladies. The thing about entrepreneurs is this: you got to stick with them because a lot of these entrepreneurs, they got that hustle in them. Now some, you got to be able to pick through the different ones, okay? Because some people say they're entrepreneurs just to say they're entrepreneurs, but most, they got that hustle in them. So they're gonna start here because they got to start at the bottom. But baby, when they get to the top, they usually get to the top. So you got to stick with those entrepreneurs. And it seems like he's doing a lot better now. He's doing pretty good for himself, right? As the episode went on, I think Brianna and Vincent are gonna be a decent match because as we saw more and more of Brianna, she seems like she might have like a little bit of a wild side to her, but you have to kind of get to know that side of her. And I feel like Vincent is a good dude. And these are just first impressions. Y'all know what first impressions are. But Vincent seems like a good dude. So it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out with them. Eric and Virginia. Now, Eric was a pilot and he was in the Air Force. He was married before. His mama is just not here for it. She said they were raised very conservative, that marriage is serious and it's not to be taken lightly, and she is just not here for it at all. But he was like, listen, I've had a hard time with women because of my travel schedule, because of what I do as a pilot. I'm always on the road, and people just usually are just not, they say they cool with it until they got to be cool with it, and then they ain't cool with it no more. He's paired up with Virginia. Eric's 34, Virginia's 28. She's in customer service. She is a party girl. She grew up with a lot of marriages on both her mother's side and her father's side. And so she's didn't like being. She said she didn't like being a child of divorce, but that also made her very, I guess, laissez-faire about settling down and getting married. I don't think Eric and Virginia are a good match because the more and more we saw Virginia, she is just a party girl, want to get drunk all the time, and she says she's not looking for a man to settle down with. She's looking for a man that will party with her. And Eric just doesn't come across as that dude. Like, I don't feel like Eric is the I'm gonna go out and party all the time. First of all, he's got like a real job and a real career. He can't be getting drunk all the time and then getting on a plane. This ain't Denzel Washington in the movie Flight, okay? Pilots don't be getting drunk every night. Well, I don't know. They might be. But Eric don't seem like he's that dude. So I don't know if this is gonna be a good match or not, y'all. And her father is not feeling it at all. He is not feeling this whole process at all. Okay. Paige and Chris. Now listen, I've been trying my best to stay away from the social media posts and the other YouTubers that review the show, but I already know that there is some shiggity going on with Paige and Chris. But you didn't have to tell me that for me to know that there was going to be some shiggity going on with Paige and Chris. Now, Paige is, both of them are very, spiritual. They grew up in the church and they're very much God, 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 Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. But both of them some freaks, okay? Both of them some freaks, okay? Paige is an accountant and a realtor. She is very goal-oriented, already owns her own home that she rents out. And she's young. She's like 23, 24. I didn't write her age down, but I know she's young. Chris is a finance manager, and he's also a restaurant owner. Chris is another one of those guys that he said, I lived in my car for a while because, he comes from a family of preachers, and he's an ordained minister, but he was like, that just wasn't the life he wanted. Plus, he can't make no money is what he said. He was like, he wasn't trying to be broke. And so he took a leap of faith. He moved. He lived in his car for a couple of months until he got a good job, and then he sort of worked his way up. He said he wants a wife that's sexy and a freak in the bed. He wants 7 kids. Now, Paige also wants children as soon as possible. But here's the thing about Chris. First of all, Chris comes off very arrogant. And that whole, I want her to be cute. She got to be sexy. She got to be, like, he kept bringing up, well, what if she not cute? What if she not cute? What I'm going to do if she ain't cute? What I'm going to do if she ain't cute? So very much attached to that whole thing. And the other thing that's very concerning about Chris is he literally just got out of a relationship 3 months prior to this. And not just any relationship. He was engaged to that woman. So, I don't even think he should have. I think they should have disqualified him from the process. Because, again, I feel like they do put a lot of thought into how they pair these people up. And I just don't know if someone who just got out of an engagement 3 months prior is ready to settle down. I just don't know if they're mentally ready to do it. Like, you need to give yourself some makeup time, some get together time. I don't know. But Paige, she got some shiggity with her too. I don't know. I'm picking up on some vibes from her too. Like, she talking about, that she want him to come with a test because she don't like using condoms. Girl, what you mean you don't like using condoms? You are literally getting ready to marry a stranger. Now, I can't tell nobody to have sex on the first night with somebody they just met. That ain't my business. You already agreed to marry him. What the hell? But what I will say is, I know you're ready to have kids and all, but you might want to wait. But like Janet Jackson, let's wait a while. I'm just saying. Haley and Jacob. So Haley is 28 years old. She's a sales rep. She said she's been single for 7 years. Haley seems very set in her ways. Her friends were like, she's one of those, you stepped on your left foot instead of your right foot. Nope, don't want to go out with you again. She said, her friends were like, she don't have no problem getting a first date. It's the rest of the follow-up dates that, she quick to cut a dude off. So, I don't know. She doesn't seem to have a whole lot of patience in getting to know people and getting past those initial things. I don't know. Jacob is an IT programmer. He's a weightlifter, and he's an 80s lover, and he's a little goofy, a little off the beaten path, so to speak. I don't know if Haley is going to get the quirkiness of Jacob. Haley seems a little serious to me. I don't know if she's going to get that quirky. I don't know. Clara and Ryan. Clara is a flight attendant. She's had some really horrible experiences dating. She told some really bad horror stories about guys she dated. But she comes off a little prima donna-ish, a little, I'm a pretty girl and I usually get what I want, and I was the homecoming queen, and I was this and I was that. So I don't know about Miss Claire, y'all. I don't know about Miss Claire. Ryan is a project manager. Ryan spends 3 hours in the gym every day. He said he's never said he's never said I love you to a woman. He's mixed. And he's mainly dated white women. I'm just going by my notes, child. Now, after we met all the couples, like I said, the men sort of met for a mixer, the ladies met for a mixer, and again, these personalities that I'm telling you kind of came up, and they asked the questions about, well, are you going to kiss at the altar? Are you going to go? What you going to do the night of? Like, are y'all going to have sex on the first night? And so, of course, the conversation with the women was very different than the conversation with the men. And that was an interesting conversation. Then we saw the women go out and look for their dresses with their family, and they were getting excited. They were definitely getting excited. It's very interesting for the men, not so much for the women, but it was interesting to see the men picking their suits or tuxes for the wedding. There are no wedding colors. There's been no conversation. Like, they literally are just doing their own thing, and they gonna meet at the altar, and it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. We got a chance to see, again, the more and more I see Chris, the more and more I just don't think I like him. I don't think I like him. I don't think I'm going to like him. I don't know. Yeah. I feel the same way about, who is it? The party girl. Virginia. I don't know Virginia. She got, the night they had like a little bridal shower for the women, and the men had sort of like a little, a bachelor party for them. And, I mean, she got so drunk that she was throwing up. And I don't know. I don't know if she's ready to settle down and get married. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Anyway. So, the last thing I saw, because the episode I found, it did cut off. The last thing I saw was they were getting ready for the wedding. Everybody was at the hotel, getting dressed and getting ready for the weddings. So, I think episode 2 picks up with the actual weddings. If I missed the wedding, I apologize to y'all. And I apologize that this first review is probably not the best because, again, I had to find the episode, okay? Y'all know what I mean by I had to find it, okay? But I have episodes 2, 3, and I think episode 4 comes on to this. It came on this week, so we're gonna get caught up. But I have episodes 2, 3, and 4, and we'll get caught up and we'll get hopping. But this is a members only. Now, the way I decided I'm gonna do my members only this time, because last time I waited to the end of the season, what I'm gonna do is wait a week. So you guys get first dibs, but then I will make the video public in a week. Okay, so you get the first dibs, but then I will open it up. Okay, so let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.